Ever feel like you're working harder just to stay in the same place? Like your money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to? You're not imagining things. There's a silent, invisible force constantly eroding your hard-earned wealth. It's not a tax bill you receive, but it's arguably the most insidious tax of all: inflation. In this animated video, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden thief, explain exactly how it works, and show you what you can do to protect your financial future. So, what exactly is inflation? Simply put, it's the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and consequently, the purchasing power of currency is falling. Imagine a small island with just 10 coconuts and 10 people, each with $1. A coconut costs $1. Now, imagine overnight everyone suddenly has $2, but there are still only 10 coconuts. What happens? People are willing to pay more, and soon coconuts cost $2 each. Your money now buys half a coconut instead of a whole one. That's inflation in a nutshell. The most direct way inflation steals your wealth is by eroding your purchasing power. A dollar you earned 10 years ago could buy you a full tank of gas, a week's groceries, or perhaps even a decent meal out. Today, that same dollar buys significantly less. Your savings sitting in a bank account are particularly vulnerable. While they might earn a tiny bit of interest, if inflation is at 5% and your savings account only offers 1% interest, you're actually losing 4% of your money's value every single year. It's like having a hole in your pocket you can't see. And it's not just your savings. Your wages, even if they see annual increases, often struggle to keep pace with rising prices. If your salary goes up by 3%, but inflation is running at 6%, your real income, what you can actually buy, has effectively decreased by 3%. You're literally getting poorer without realizing it. Inflation typically happens for a few key reasons. Sometimes it's demand pull, meaning there's so much money in the economy and so much consumer demand that businesses can raise prices. Other times, it's cost push, where the cost of producing goods, like raw materials or labor, goes up, and those higher costs are passed on to you, the consumer. And let's not forget the role of expanding the money supply, like when central banks print more money or governments spend heavily. While some might argue that inflation helps debtors by making their fixed-rate loans easier to pay back with inflated dollars, this is often offset by new debt becoming much more expensive due to higher interest rates. For the vast majority, especially those trying to save and build wealth, inflation is a significant headwind. So, what can you do to fight back against this invisible thief? First and foremost, don't let your cash sit idle. Investing your money in assets that historically outpace inflation, like diversified stock portfolios, real estate, or even certain commodities, is crucial. These assets tend to retain or increase their real value over time. Secondly, educate yourself. Stay informed about economic trends and policies. Thirdly, always advocate for your worth. Negotiate your wages and ensure your salary increases are at least keeping pace with, if not exceeding, inflation. Lastly, be mindful of high-interest debt, especially variable rate loans, as their costs can skyrocket during inflationary periods. The goal isn't to get rich quick, but to ensure your hard-earned money isn't silently slipping away. Inflation isn't just an economic buzzword, it's a real and powerful force that can silently erode your financial future if you let it. But by understanding how it works and taking proactive steps, you can protect your wealth and build a more secure future. If this video helped you understand the invisible tax, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more breakdowns of complex financial topics and share it with anyone who feels like their money isn't going as far anymore. And tell us in the comments, how has inflation personally impacted you? We'd love to hear your stories.